Alright, I'm back out looking in the same area I found all those the other day, trying to find the match of a couple of them. Looking for a match, start where you found it and just make wider and wider circles and you should find it eventually. Well, okay, maybe you won't. Usually if I find a pair, they're sitting right by each other. Otherwise I have a small chance of finding the other half by doing bigger and bigger circles around the one. But there's 6 in there I found the other day, so there's probably a lot more in there. Hopefully I can find some. Lupin just found this little antler. Looks like this year's a fresher one in the grass and under a bush, and it's right by the road. There's the road. Alright, there's my second antler of the day. Looks like a decent one. I'm back in kind of that same area I was in yesterday, or a couple days ago. That one looks good. I did not see him at first, but there's a bull laying down right behind that antler. He just jumped up and ran away. He looked like a decent bull, so that's funny. It's a chalk 6, but we'll go see if I can find that bull again. I can't believe he just laid right behind it. So today I found 2. I went back to that same spot where I found 6. I was kind of looking for the other half of that brown 5 I found. It's actually a small 6, but it really looks more like a 5. I just like the way it looks, so I like big 5s. They look cool. This 6 point I found today is probably quite a bit bigger than that one actually, but I'll score it when I get home and we'll see what it scores. But 2 today, one right by the brown, right by the truck actually. Lupin found it in the tall grass, and then this big chalk I found with a bull right behind it. I don't know if we could see him on the video or not. I'll look when I get home on the computer. I can't tell on a little phone, but he was really right when I started walking, turned off the camera, walked towards the horn, he jumped up and ran. He's right behind those trees. And I saw 3 bulls earlier, and then I saw 7 bulls I did not get on camera. They were clear on the other side of the canyon and running. By the time I got my spotting scope out, they would have been out of sight. Out of those 3 groups of bulls, one in this group of 7 was decent. Hard to tell how big he's going to be. It's only June. And one in that group of 3 was decent, and the one I jumped up today behind the antler, he was big too. So that makes 11 bulls in this area. I bet they're here all year round. They just leave pre-rut, rut, post-rut, and come back here because there's food, water, and no one bothers them. That's why I'm finding so many antlers in this area. Alright, I'm going to head back to the truck, get home, rest. I went out every morning this week, anywhere from 6 to 8 miles every morning this week, so that's a lot. But I found 11 antlers, so that's not bad. Alright, I'm going to score this antler. This is like cut number 10, but this is a 5 point. We score antlers in my ag class a lot, in my 7th and 8th grade ag class. We have fun doing it. I'll probably save this one to scoring class. But scoring an antler is just total amount of inches that the antler has. You start by going across the main beam, which is actually to right here for this guy. And then you score each one. G1, G2, G3, and this one has G4, which is the sword, and G5. And that's, you add that all up and that's the total length. And then you get width. Right there, the narrowest part. So you can't choose the thickest part. You have to do the smallest part. Right there, and right here. And once you do all that, I already did this antler. It was about 280 bull. All I did was double it because I only have one antler, and I took the average spread between the antlers like this. and that's about 36 inches. I've seen bulls with much bigger, but 36 is about average. And this is about a 280 bull. Not giant, not even really that big, but okay. Any bull over 300 is a big bull. 350, a huge bull. 400 is like giant. And if you like my content, please subscribe, as my son Conway always tells me to say. So he's filming this, so please subscribe. Alright, I just went to put my antlers in my tack room. That's where I keep all my antlers. My wife has been wanting me to put them away for a while. I kept telling her I'm going to score this and film it. So, but real pretty view out there with the rainbow. And I'll show you my tack room. All the horses think I'm going to feed them. Alright, let's go look at the tack room. So I just sold antlers in May. So I had 0 antlers in May, really. I made 900 bucks. And now I got another decent sized stack of antlers. I'll show you a few. That's a buck Conway shot. There's a nice whitetail, Kaibab buck. Another nice whitetail. All these whitetail come from the same spot, and I'll show you guys where it is eventually. Maybe next week. This is the coolest whitetail. In my class, I haven't officially scored this. Some of my students do it, like I said, and they scored around 120. It's a non-typical. It's like 7x8. Look at the G1, G2 on that. Big old whitetail. These are your typical whitetail. And they're both pretty nice size too. And they all come from my secret little spot.